Gukesh, we're going to talk about the candidates. It's coming up in not too long. You qualifying to the candidates, what would you say was the defining moment in being able to do that at such a young age?
Yeah, it was the candidates qualification was a quite hectic process for me.
Yeah.
And at some point it looked quite like midway through 2023, it looked like very likely that I will make it because I was not leading, but I was in the top in the circuit, and also the rating I had every chance. But then I had a very bad month and it looked almost impossible, but then I finally managed to win the Chennai Grandmasters. So yeah, the Chennai Grandmasters tournament was the, I guess, most critical point of the qualification.
Was it throughout 2023 then a big goal for you to qualify for candidates?
Yeah, surely. I had it in mind from the start. Like the first half of the year, I didn't feel so much pressure, but once it got closer and closer, I started to feel it, and it got out of control. But okay, I learned a lot of things in this process. So I guess it all ended well.
And when you were able to clinch that spot during the Chennai Masters, what was that moment like for you?
Well, I almost certainly made it because the World Rapid and Blitz was still, Anish still had a chance, but okay, I knew almost it was done at Chennai, and I was very happy. Especially that last 4 tournaments before that were horrible. So I was so happy to have a good tournament and also at such a crucial moment.
Yeah, fantastic. And now the candidates, it's coming up. It's said that it's the hardest thing you can play in chess, harder than even playing the World Championship match because it's so long. It's the top players in the world. What do you expect?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that this is, equally or even harder than the World Championship, and I'm excited for the challenge. I obviously have never been there, so I don't know how exactly it'll feel, but I'm quite excited, and it has been my dream to play. So not my dream to play, but one of the steps in the dream, and I'm really excited, and I hope I'll enjoy the process and give my best.
Yeah. Do you already feel nerves as well heading into it?
And right now there's not really anything. I'm quite confident I'll be able to handle it.
What kind of mentality are you heading into it with? Are you there to learn as one of the younger players, or are you there to win it?
I guess everyone plays the candidates to win because everything except the first place is pretty much the same. So yeah, first is all that I care about, and that is what I'll try to do. I mean, I want to focus on the process and give my best, of course, but yeah, that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah. And I guess in such a long and tough tournament, it's inevitable that there will be some ups and downs. So what will you do if you do lose a game or play a bad game, you're not happy? What will you do to get in a better mood, basically?
Yeah, surely there are, there can be some moments and it can be a bit disappointing, but okay, I'd had a lot of losses in my career so far. I've learned to deal with it, and hopefully I'll be able to react well and focus on what's important at that moment.
And it's definitely a candidates tournament where we see experience versus youth, you being obviously one of the younger players. How do you compare experience versus youth here in the candidates? Who maybe has the advantage, would you say?
I guess there are pros and cons. Experience surely plays a role Fabi, Nepo, they have played and won the candidates, so I guess that kind of helps them. But I guess it also adds to their pressure. They are kind of they're expected to win the candidates. They're the favorites, so there might be more pressure for them also. It's very hard to say. it's how I guess the individual handles it, and um, yeah, let's see. Yeah. I don't know how it will be.
Bet you already started your preparation for the candidates. Has it been different preparing for the candidates and other tournaments?
Yeah, we have done some work, and it's a lot of fun. The work. I'm not sure how different it is, but I guess it's more
Is it maybe a bigger team?
more intense.
Yeah.
Like more intense than any different tournament. And no, I mean surely bigger team.
Yeah.
Um,
Because you're used to working with a coach, obviously, but will this be working with seconds and probably several of them? Is that something you do more now for the candidates than you've done before?
surely, like I have worked with different people before, but not in a very organized kind of way. But yeah, obviously Gaevsky is. I've been working with him. He's been my coach, and yeah, there are some other very interesting players as well in my team, and yeah, we are having a great time and doing some great work.
Okay, it's cool to hear that you actually think this is a lot of fun. Does that mean you're having some training camps working with your team that you think is fun?
Well, I can't reveal anything right now, but yeah, I can tell you we are having fun.
I love to hear it. Very nice. And you're gonna play Pragg and FIDE, of course, who you obviously know very well from India. I bet you guys are not working together since you will be playing each other. But will that be special and difficult to play? Maybe especially Pragg in the biggest tournament in both of your careers so far.
Not sure how different it'll be. Obviously the tournament in general will be more pressure than usual, but okay, the players I've played before, and I guess it's just the same experience.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the playing Indians, I mean, in general, if playing Indians is harder for me, it's not really true. I treat every opponent like the same way, and I want to beat every opponent I play, so it's the same for me.
And all of you following in the footsteps, of course, of Vishy and on, are you getting any advice from him heading into candidates?
Yeah, we are in touch, and Vishy sir has been mentoring us for the past couple of years, and yeah, it's great to be in touch with him. You just talking to him in general, you learn a lot of things. So, yeah, it's surely nice to have him.
And I mean, it's not only the three of you in the candidates, you also had two players in the women's candidates. How big of a deal is this in India?
The women candidates?
Yeah, well, the fact that you actually are 5 players altogether playing in the candidates.
Yeah, I think people are like, the general interest is very high, and in India, in general, chess has become very popular recently, and I hope candidates will be a huge boost, like for even more popularity, and a lot of people get into the game. Yeah, I hope I can perform well, and people will enjoy this tournament.
Yeah, you have a lot of fans in the world, but especially in India, of course. Do you have a message for them? What can they expect from Gukesh in the candidates?
I think the main thing for the spectators is to just enjoy the game, I guess. And what they can expect from me is that I will do everything I can. I will be myself, enjoy the process, and give my absolute best. And what happens is not entirely in my control, but I'll try to do my best.
Fantastic. Have you thought about what it would mean to you if you actually win the candidates and qualify for your very first World Championship match?
It would mean something huge for sure. As I said, like becoming world champion has been my dream since the start, and it will be a huge steps towards the goal. So yeah, it would mean a lot, and yeah, let's see.